I think we good now. Let me go ahead and check on YouTube. I think we good. I think we good. Put you back over here. I think we should be good. There we go. Now we good. 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 So here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, welcome back to Physicality Films. I'm your host, Coach Evans, and after a slight mishap, we are good now. But it's me and Chris just joking. For Week 11, we lost to the Pittsburgh Steelers, so we're gonna go through about 17 plays. We're gonna talk about them, dissect them, and go from there. And then at the end, I'm gonna ask you about Mr. King. I want to get your thoughts on Mr. King. So that's what I want to do at the very end. But let's dive into it and get into these plays.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
All right. First one up. First up. First up. Did I hit play? There you go. There we go. Little stretch. Oh yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Ozempic.
So we're looking at Roquan in the backfield right here. We're at middle linebacker, and we talked about him just going.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody talks about the big guys being able to take on multiple blockers, but also Rowe hasn't really been fast, like he was last year. And right here we see the is that the tackle 65 that tries to get a hand on him?
65 is a tackle. He tries, but he undercuts it.
Mm-hmm. And this is the Rowe that we saw last season. Making plays in the backfield, playing fast, shooting through gaps, not letting O linemen touch him. This is the Rowe that we got accustomed to last year, the one that earned that $100 million contract last
Right.
year. So
I also like
hopefully,
about the how always at the edge.
yeah,
He did a good job of setting the edge here to make way for that.
yep.
Took on Fryermuth and didn't really get moved. Still had that outside arm free. That allowed Rowe to kind of go back door on it. Because this, even though he went back door and got the tackle, this ain't the way it's supposed to go. If he would have did it the way he's supposed to go, he probably would have ran right into 65. But he's just showing his good instincts. Went underneath it, got the tackle, and a tackle for no gain or a tackle for loss. One of the two. Now, let's go to the next
one. Oh yeah, this is Adisa. Yeah. I like this play here because young dude, not a lot of experience. They usually just like a puppy, just wanting to get after the quarterback, and for him to diagnose that and get his hands up, that shows me some FBI right there.
Right.
And obviously we're not talking about him like he's going to be a starter or anything like that. But this is what you want to see. You get limited opportunities. Go ahead and make a play. And that's all you can ask for. The limited opportunities you get. I mean, we saw it with Tavius. Tavius, he built up little by little, little by little. Yep. And that's what you want to see with these young dudes getting an opportunity now that it seems like Jabo, isn't even dressed on game day. So, it's his time to step up and show what he can do now.
Like you said with Tavius, this is just one play here, one play there, and you build up trust with the coaches. And that's what's gonna happen. And I like the fact that he kind of recognized screen and backed off of it and went from there.
Yeah, because a lot of young dudes would just run past. Like once Washington lets him go, a lot of young edge rushers would just run through.
Yeah, get sack hungry. It's a good job. Now we I don't know if it was this game, might have been this game, but the defensive linemen are doing a lot better job of retracing on screens. Like when they're not blocked, they don't just go balls to the wall and get the quarterback now. When they get that easy pass rush, they'll come back and just retrace their steps and go from there. I know Urban did it. I guess that was last game, not this game. But then you see Adisa kind of doing it too and getting his hands down. And little tips like this can turn anything. They can turn into picks, anything. Just get your hands on the ball. Goal line defense.
I think this is the Marlowe interception.
It's just a good job of being sticky.
Yeah, just doesn't even give Washington an inch.
Mm-hmm.
Stays with him the whole way. Doesn't give up on the play. Doesn't, you sometimes you'll see secondary defenders, kind of lag off when they think a quarterback will be sacked, and Marlowe was active throughout the whole rep, and
Mm.
it paid off in
Now,
a big way.
on the Steelers side, I do understand what Russ was trying to do right here. Marlowe's what 5'10",
Mm-hmm.
5'11", maybe, and then Washington's what 6'4", 6'5",
7-2.
trying to give his guy a chance. Just a terrible throw, and a
Mm-hmm.
good job of Marlowe of being where he needs to be. He got away with a little push off, but hey, it is what it is.
Well, Washington got to be more aggressive on that. Like that.
Definitely.
That's way too passive.
Mm-hmm.
Way too, like you said. He's outweighs him. Way taller than him. You got to put some oomph into that attempt.
Right.
And then shout out to the pass rush too.
Good job. Yeah, good job of Ardarius with that contain right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just overall good defense for the most part, man. Defense play solid. Everybody's covered, and you still got free defenders.
Yeah.
You're getting pass rush. We wish we would have got the sack, but don't wish we got the sack because we got the pick. But still.
Yeah. I was saying the same thing when it was live. I was like, damn, I want to get that sack. But then when he got the intel, I was like, all right, I'll stay with that.
Because honestly, I think a field goal right there kind of shuts us down. It kind of ends with a little hope we have, and to hold them to 0, it kind of helped us stay in the game and have a chance to go down and do what we need to do to stay in it. All right, play 4.
What was this one?
I think I know what this is. Go ahead. I want to see what you're gonna say.
Trent.
Yes.
So this wasn't the first time this game.
Sure wasn't. He did it on the other side too.
Yep, he did it on the opposite hash earlier in the game. Same thing to Washington too. And if you're gonna press or put hands on a receiver or anybody that's lining up out wide, you got to put your hands on them.
Right.
You can't just do with them.
He allowed a free release in the middle of the field. This is any decent high school quarterback can make this throw simply because he didn't wall him out. He didn't force up the timing or mess the timing up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was the first read too. So as soon as he cleared, Russ got the ball out.
That was it. And this was the kind of game where if you took Russ away from his first read, it wasn't going anywhere other than the running back, most likely.
True. Pickens with 8 catches, then both running backs had 4 apiece. They were the next leading receivers.
Mm-hmm. And hopefully he could fix this, whatever this is, because it was pretty disappointing to see him for such a player that's so physical and violent. Because we see it in his game week in, week out, but on that part of the game, you gotta put your hands on him.
Was he looking at like, man, he too big? Because both of them looked the exact same, and they were on opposite hashes. And I think Robinson caught the ball. Not Robinson. Washington got both catches because he missed the wall. Missed the jam rather.
He did.
But everybody else where they supposed to be. Like you take that away. You take that away. Nobody's really open.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe Skoranek or whatever his name is coming across the middle, but everybody else is, pretty much covered.
Yep.
All right, let's go to play 5.
What's this one?
I missed the beginning. Let's see.
Oh, Tre'Davious.
Oh, okay.
That's beautiful right there. Like that's what you want. And if you see it in the beginning of the rep, he's not even lined up all the way. Like he's still going out. And for him to not panic and keep up with him, and it's hard to pick somebody who's better at the catch point than Pickens right now in the NFL.
True.
So for him to not panic when the ball is in the air, and him not being active for the last 6 weeks or so, whatever it's been, that was a hell of a rep by Tre'Davious White.
Yeah. I do like the way he kind of angled him off and tried to use that sideline as an extra defender.
Right. That's what you got to do.
And at this point right here, this is a lot of people say this is OPI. No, it's not. Both of them holding each other.
Yep.
If George was just holding Tre'Davious, that'd be different. Or if vice versa, that'd be different. But both of them got 2 hands on each other. So you can't call that. And then George the OPI king.
Right. You got to know who you're playing. And Tre'Davious White, he knew who he was playing. That's why he got his hands on him early. Because he knows if he doesn't get his hands on him, George Pickens going to get his hands on him first, and we've
Yep.
seen what he does to DBs when he gets his hands on them.
Yep. Erase them. They
Hmm.
disappear.
Yep.
They disappear completely.
Hell of a rep.
Yep. I kind of had forgot about that one. Just remember about the one on the one he stuck his hand between his arms. I had forgot about that one.
Mm.
I still don't think he's a
That was the
full-time
fake.
starter though.
Get this, like this, they needed more of this.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just this is what they've been doing all season long when they've had success. Misdirection, get the defense flowing one way. You kind of do a magic trick with them, you know,
Yep.
where they think the ball is going one way and then surprise, boom, Lamar hits likely. They needed more
Look
of
how
this in the
open
game.
he is.
Yeah, like look at everybody flowing. The linebackers at the beginning of the play. They're all flowing towards Henry.
They don't even 50 and Queen don't even look at
Likely.
likely release.
Hmm.
And then look at the corner. The corner that's Minka. That's Minka come straight downhill. They never even look at likely. Put that ball away, son.
Yeah.
Put
Well,
that
he
ball
he
away.
got taught a lesson later on.
Mm-hmm. Look at that. Look at the flow. Look at the flow. Now, I don't know if he did a great job of acting like he was about to fall, but TJ Watt kind of pushed him down, helped it out too.
Mm.
No, that's he acting. TJ just swam over him. That's a good job of acting, 80.
Ooh. You might need to put him on the edge with that move.
Mm-hmm. I thought TJ had pushed him down, but nah, TJ went around it. That's a great job of acting to come free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you definitely need more of that. Like we talked about 19 weeks ago, building on plays.
Right.
That's a play that's built off another play because we ran toss so much and outside zone so much. You got something to build off of it.
Yeah,
Now you got to
because
come back with something else off of it.
they got to respect that. And then if you don't respect the toss, you got to respect Lamar's legs. And then, you know, it just puts the defense in a bind where they just have to think too much about so many different factors of who can attack them.
Mm-hmm. They can only do so much on defense. Offense, you're almost unlimited, but everybody got to be on the same page. That's the difference.
Yep. Oh, this was a play to Deontay.
I think this is the one somebody said this was a drop.
No, definitely wasn't a drop. But I like the design of this play.
Mm-hmm.
I just didn't like that Deontay didn't give Lamar that much room to operate with.
On the rail part of it.
Yeah.
If he can stay straight down the red line right here, it's good. But as he turns upfield, he fades a little bit more to the outside.
Yeah.
And I don't even think the DB really can push him. But he actually like he's on top of the tick right there. He actually pushes this thing back to the field a little bit.
Yeah.
Cause now he way off the tick. And the ball just thrown like you can't catch that. You got to be 6'3", 6'4", and do a magical toe tap to catch that.
Right.
Yeah, he actually did come off the hash, so I respect that part. It's just, I mean, every throw ain't gonna be perfect.
That's a tight one. You know, if it's
Yep.
a new receiver.
Mm-hmm. My
But yeah.
thing is, and I meant to say this last night, I forgot about it. The way that Tomlin used the guys switching teams, like to motivate Queen and stuff like that. That's what I would have liked for John to do, to get Deontay, make him involved early, and then them juices get flowing because when you play against old or you go against an old lover, you want to do your best. And then he didn't leave that in the greatest of terms. I promise you, that cat, if given up more opportunities, he would have got off.
Yeah, and I like the design of this play too, because you got so many opportunities there, and obviously you see Zay is butt ass open, because the DB trips up.
He looking at Bateman. Bateman's not there. Coming to Johnson. Yeah, Zay never even looks the other way. That probably was like some back stuff. Definitely wasn't one of the earlier reads on that one.
Yeah, but I guarantee you that's going to be 6, eventually.
Oh yeah, definitely they'll come back to it. Definitely.
Yep, that's going to be 6 because that's a beautiful play.
Man.
This is what I wanted to see more of. You know, I felt like they just got too comfortable with not using Lamar's legs in a game like this.
Mm-hmm.
I
But
wanted to see more design runs.
but you know, Chris, normally when we do this, what happens is this dude right here, he just makes a beeline to the quarterback. That's normally what they used to do. And in
Hmm.
this case, he don't. He just kind of follow Henry down the line. But normally they attack the mesh point.
Hmm.
So I don't know if Lamar was surprised by it or whatnot, but they didn't attack the mesh point like they used to. I don't know if they not confident in the guys they got out there or what, but they usually like they don't they come off the edge and go straight to the quarterback. But maybe since there's a threat to bigger threat to run it, that little theory that strategy is out the window maybe.
Yeah, and it was just like, you know, they, because like you said, they weren't really honoring that, like as far as Lamar being a threat with his legs, and I felt like that's something they should have definitely incorporated more, especially with a defense like the Steelers. Like we said earlier in the first play, the more they could think about, the better for your offense.
Mm-hmm. Good route, Mark.
Oh yeah, and Mark should have had 150 yards this game because he was giving it to Minka.
Mm-hmm. He
Mark
definitely give
was
it to him on this one.
Mark was routing Minka up on a few plays, but
Yeah, I think he back healthy now.
it damn sure looks like it because that's not no Joe Schmo that he's beating right there,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't just this play. He did it multiple times to Minka when they were 1-on-1.
Look at Bateman and his release up top. I don't know if you noticed that. Watch Bateman his release on Porter. Yeah, yeah. Ooh,
Mm,
got that man on skates. Stick that thing
yeesh.
inside. That's a hell of a route by 7.
Oh yeah.
Hell of a route by 7.
Mm. Joey Porter looked like he got electrocuted.
So imagine if 7 the number 1 read on this. On time stuff. On time stuff for 7. He good at that.
Hmm. Oh yeah,
Mm.
this is a grown man catch right here.
Yep.
This is this is not for the faint of heart going down this part of the field.
Exactly. Boom, between.
Mm.
Look at that. Look what he
Ooh.
between. Look what he between. And he don't body catch it either. And he don't body catch it. All hands.
All acrylics.
Queen deliver a nice legal hit too.
Hmm. That's a hell of a
Legal
play.
hit
Hell of a catch by Bateman.
between 4 stealers, right in the and a good throw too.
Oh yeah.
Good throw. Now, what I will say is, if your quarterback don't have confidence in you, he don't make that throw.
Mm-mm.
So I think we can kind of put to bed that stuff about their confidence in him and whatnot. Because if
Oh
your
yeah.
quarterback don't have confidence in you, he don't make that throw.
Yeah, we've been saying it all season long that their chemistry just grow every
Mm.
week.
Yeah, that's a dime and a great catch.
Hmm.
And actually, it's a great throw, a great catch, and a great hit.
Yeah.
Because it's legal. It wasn't one of them. I get fines. Mm.
Oh, like
It's
we spoke about him
one a week,
earlier.
man. We
Spoke
see one
about
a
him
week.
earlier.
We see one a week.
That's violent right there, man.
Got Fryermuth off his feet. Bam.
Boom.
Feet off the ground. Feet off the ground. And now the play ain't over. Let me make this tackle. That's some good football by that young fella right there.
Oh yeah.
That's some good football by Tavius. I wouldn't be surprised if he take one of them spots here soon. Maybe not this season, but he might be a guy on the edge here soon. If he keep going and getting better like this.
I mean, he's on that like Jared Johnson type career arc.
Mm-hmm.
Where Jared Johnson wasn't a flashy dude, but he was doing all the dirty work. A guy that was dependable, reliable, set the edge for you, super physical. Tavius is along that same kind of wavelength.
Man, that's impressive. You take another grown man, press him out off his feet, like right here, Fryman with both feet off the ground.
That's a big boy.
Now the left foot back on. And you got your outside arm free, and you done set the edge. That's a hell of a play.
Mm-hmm.
Hell of a play by Tavius. Let's go to the next one. Take away that first read.
Mm-hmm. Make them hold that ball. Whew.
What a move.
That's that Neo from the Matrix.
Great cross chop. Great cross chop. Got that thing perfect. See if I can get it. Back it up. Slow forward. Bam. Knock that hand down. Come back with the second hand. All you gotta do is get that shoulder by. That's taking practice to the field right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's taking practice to the field.
And just got to be more consistent with it.
Mm-hmm. Look at how Travis just walks people back. And this won't show up in no stat. Won't show up as a hurry. Won't show up as a pressure. But if you just slowly walking and guard back into the quarterback's lap, like you see Owe coming, most quarterbacks step up and make a throw, right?
Mm-hmm.
What he gonna step up to with Travis pushing that guy?
Like Joe Burrow was.
Yeah, exactly. He has nowhere to step up to. Nowhere.
And he's not even 100% yet because he didn't even practice today.
Who, Owe?
No. Travis Jones. Oh. So he's still not even 100% yet.
Yeah. He got hurt. I don't know if he hurt the same ankle, but he did go down again during the game when they said George Pickens was laughing at him or talking about him, whatever.
Yeah, I saw that. Oh yeah, I think this is my little man Badger Teeth. Ardarius, yeah. Look at the little fella work through the garbage.
Hey, that's a big fella he taking on now. That's Baby Hayward.
Oh yeah.
That ain't no small fella. And Ardarius is small.
Mm-hmm. But you don't play like it.
Right.
Look at it. You would think a little dude like this would get washed out of the play. No, sir.
We are gap sound, but the only gap open is that backside gap.
Takes it on and wraps up.
Is that Tavius helping him out on that back end? Taking on? Or is that? Yeah, that is Tavius. Staying athletic, man.
Mm-hmm. Remember he had one last week.
Yep. Why is this big overgrown Shrek trying to cut somebody? You big, bro. Why is you cutting?
Who's that? Jones?
Washington. No, Washington right here.
Oh.
Like he bigger than Tavius. Why is he cutting? Soft. He shook that off. Used his hands to stop from falling, and kept making the play. Then I hope we can progress even more on defense because this was a good sight to see. Play some decent sound football, some decent sound defense.
Right. It wasn't last year's defense, but it was a sound defense.
Exactly.
And that's been far from what we've seen so far this year. So it's welcoming to see that because it's just been too damn sloppy. It just has not been anything close to Ravens defense this season.
Agreed. It's the same. Yes, same one.
Shout out to Ardarius.
Definitely. And took him a spot.
Mm-hmm.
Took him a spot.
Oh, this was another Tavius play. Just like he deals with the chip, then he deals with Broderick Jones, uses his hands really well.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little split second more, and he gets to Russ. But it's the flashes, he's putting it together slowly but surely.
Yeah. Oh, it's easy. He went through 7-7 like wet tissue. Whoop. He really ain't even break stride. Just a little pause. If like you said, if Washington don't make him go wider, there's probably another sack.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason it's not a sack because he had so far to go.
Yep.
I'm trying to see, what did he even do to 77? Just run past him? Pressed him out. Get to the slow forward. Pressed him out. And the lady just pressed him out and went on by him. And this man talked all game, and you was
The whole game.
the asses of the ass.
He been like that all season.
He lead the league in sacks giving up. I think he got 10 right now.
Trash. What was he, like the 15th pick?
Something like that from Ohio State, maybe. I think
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, he's been straight butt cheeks. Speaking of butt cheeks.
Right. Speaking of,
Just
slow
bench
down and
pressed
see
him.
how Oway give him the business.
Rip.
Bench press and rip. Nothing fancy. Defensive end, pass rush 101.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy. Grip, dip, and rip. Grip, dip, and rip. That's it. Nothing fancy. You gave up 2.5 sacks to, well, 1.5 because the other one's on the other side, to a Daffy Oway. But you yapping.
All game.
Right. Now, I will say this. This cat right here has been MIA. And he get one-on-ones. I don't know if Father Time catching up to him or what.
He had a really good rep on the deep ball that Brandon Stevens gave up.
Mm-hmm.
He dealt with a double team, but he hit a spin move, and he got so close to Russ. He got so close to hitting the ball too, but Russ just got rid of it right in the nick of time. But that was a really good rep by him. But yeah, he's got to make more of an impact for sure.
Now, what I do like about it, what he lacks in maybe his athletic ability or whatever, his pass rush moves from getting older, his I almost screwed that up what I was about to say. I tell what I'm gonna say after we get off. His football acumen makes up for it.
Mm.
His football acumen makes up for it. Yeah, good job by 99 and like them three, 99, 92, and 98. And if we can get Kyle to just get some more sacks like he was at the beginning, look, he got a one-on-one. Like this back ain't finna chip him. I don't think. Yeah, the back ain't chip him. He got a one-on-one. Better be getting double. Travis got to win his one-on-ones. He just win them slow. Let's go to the next.
Oh, this is the one you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
The first one with Ardarius.
Yeah. Now this is Trey.
I mean, not Ardarius. Yeah, my bad. And again,
they got each other.
Again, just being physical.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like just what George Pickens wants to do. You know, he doesn't want to be finesse. He doesn't want to do any of that. He wants to be physical. He wants to get his hands on you, and he wants to go up and get the ball.
Yep.
Don't let him do that. And that's exactly how Trey White played it.
Be just as physical. And that's what I love about this rep is he know he ain't getting up as high as George. Mm-hmm. But he stick that arm right between them. Probably can't see it if I zoom in, but I try. He gonna stick his arm right between George's arms. So George has the ball right here. Trey's arm is between George's outstretched arms. And so when they decide to come down, when they start coming down, he's just going to rip it out.
I remember I had a play like that in high school, and the dude put it on as his MySpace picture. It looked like I got mossed. But it was
incomplete.
Yeah, it was incomplete. So, man, if you don't take that shit down.
He catfishing folks. All right, so what I wanted to ask you about, let me get this where I want it.
But that was the last one?
Uh-huh.
Oh, shit.
We balled out today.
Damn.
Anyway, I just let him play. Go back to the beginning while we talk about it. So they signed King. King will be 30 next month. For the most part, he's been a slot corner. Where do you think he fits on the defense? Like, what do you think his role would be whenever they call him up?
I think it's going to be similar to like a Arthur Marlette kind of role, um, where he's man in the slot. He's definitely not an outside cornerback at all. He's never been that, even in his heyday.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a guy that he's a playmaker. He has good instincts. He's not the most athletic guy in the world, but he's smart,
Mm-hmm.
and that's exactly what this defense needs. They need smart, instinctive players. We talk about Tre'Davious White. We've had 2 clips of him this game. And, while we don't think he's going to be the starter next week or anything like that, it just shows you they want dudes that they can rely on, that they know are going to be where they need to be when the play comes down. It's too much of the non-communication going on, too much of dudes just playing dumb football,
Mm-hmm.
to be frank about it. Just playing dumb football. You need guys who can be reliable, have an instinct and feel for zones. We talked about Kyle Van Noy earlier in the year. How he had that high football intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
And I think adding that to the DB room, I think it should help. Um, I don't want people to think we're talking about these guys like they're prime Revis and Dion, because that's not the
Right.
case. But we're just talking about dudes that can bring this defense to a respectable level again, where
Mm-hmm.
it's not bombs away, every other play.
Right. We just need pieces. We need pieces, and I wholeheartedly think the offense gonna do their thing on a week to week basis. Again, we had that dud this week, but everybody don't have what the Steelers got up front.
Right.
And we all know that our O line is probably the weak link on the offense. So I think they just trying to add pieces and, like you said, be a respectable defense and let the offense. Hey, look, you gotta go win some games. We gonna hold them to, well, I would say 20, but we gonna hold them to 25. You go 30. That's. But the thing is, even if people do score on us, it needs to look a certain way.
Right.
People have been getting too many busted free touchdowns.
It can't be the Jamar Chase
Right.
every week type
Right.
deal.
Or the word in week 1 where he was just
Right.
run down the field by himself. If they
Hmm.
gonna score, they need to earn it.
Yep.
Nothing free, nothing easy, nothing quick. Just make them earn it. But little stuff, everybody gotta do their job. Like this
Hmm.
this catch that's showing Trenton, he gotta wall him out. He got to.
Yep.
But for the most part, the defense was solid, and
Yeah.
the offense we just didn't do enough to get to 20. But I think that'll be I think we got a chance to win out. The
Mm.
Eagles game gonna be hard. The Texans game gonna be hard. The other next Pittsburgh game gonna be hard, but it's gonna be in Baltimore.
Right.
But realistically, looking at the schedule yesterday, we can win out. Is it likely? Probably not. But we can win out and maybe even get a home playoff game.
Mm.
I think we need at least one home playoff game. I don't think we need to start off on the road. I think we
Yeah.
need one.
Yeah, I could see that. I think, like you said, I think this offensive performance is going to be a blip on the radar.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's a sign of things to come. This is a divisional game. You look at across the league, this is how divisional games go, and this is the AFC North. So
Right.
it's going to be ugly, nasty football.
I agree. And again, if you don't know, Hard Knocks for the entire AFC North starts on December 3rd, if I'm not mistaken, and that's
Mm.
gonna be, depending on how much Ravens coverage we get, that's gonna be pretty darn good in my opinion.
Not if they
Pretty good.
keep losing these divisional games.
They lose, it's probably gonna be better TV.
Oh, not for me. I'm a pass on that. I want to see Patrick Queen talking nonsense.
Yeah, I'm talking about for HBO, not for us.
Oh
Better
yeah,
TV for HBO.
yeah.
But that's all I got for you today. That's all we got for Chalk Talk. You got any parting words for the people, Chris?
No, man, be safe. I was about to say Happy Thanksgiving. You could tell I'm ready to jump the gun and go to Thanksgiving. Be good, everybody. Be safe out there, and hopefully the Ravens could bounce back.
Most definitely. Now, next Wednesday we're gonna play it by ear. Cause I'll be on the road. But we're gonna play.
Me
We're gonna
too.
play. Oh, you will be too.
I'll be on the road going to Philly.
Well, we can shut this for 2 weeks then if you want to go ahead and call it.
We could do that. Maybe we'll talk. We'll talk. See
Okay.
what we do.
All right. Well, TBD to be determined if we get another talk next Wednesday. With it being a holiday and whatnot, and we gonna be with our families. So I appreciate y'all, man, for coming out. You could have been anywhere in the world. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Make sure you follow me on all the socials at Tip the Tally and on Twitter at Coach Evans9, and Chris is on Twitter at Chris Just Joking, and DCP Podcast on YouTube. I appreciate you guys, man. Now